Capture every angle, every moment. In this video, we're diving into the immersive world of 360-degree cameras, revealing the top 5 best models you'll want to get your hands on in 2025. We'll be exploring groundbreaking features, stunning image quality, and the innovative technology that's redefining how we document our experiences. From virtual tours to action-packed adventures, these cameras will let you see the world like never before. Number 5. Candow CoCam 3. This simplistic-looking 360-degree camera is very appealing because of its price. The dual 1/1.55-inch sensors and f/1.6 apertures collects a good amount of light and not only captures good-looking 5.7K video but up to 62-megapixel stills, putting it close to the Insta360X3 or the GoPro Max it seems to draw some appearance cues from. It looks and feels good, and can be held on a selfie stick for vlogging or capturing immersive panoramas. Hardware quality extends inside too. I have found no issues like early overheating, though admittedly the battery life is surprisingly short, at about 30 minutes. Compared to the leading brands, though we've not had time to be sure whether Candow's new software suite quite matches up to the others. There certainly isn't the same level of support, no Mac/PC app, but the phone app connects to the device and allows transfer to social in a way which means you can have fun experiencing 360-degree. Candow is clearly on a good trajectory, and it doesn't hurt that company produces high-end pro 360-degree cameras and owns a good chunk of the 360-degree conference room camera market too. Pricing, though, is where this camera really shines. That's also interesting because the camera has an 8K sibling, now available, called the CoCam 3 Ultra, which is similar looking, but taller. This suggests a decent level of confidence in the series from Candow, which feels well-earned based on this. The Ultra is in the honorable mentions here because, at launch anyway, the value is open to doubt, but do check it out. Number 4. Insta360X3. The Insta360X3 was the ultimate immersive and versatile video camera until the X4 came out, trumping the X3's 5.7K capture with 8K. Nevertheless, the camera still captures everything around you, enabling you to create 3D VR content easily or use its software-based reframing tools to edit your scenes as regular, flat video, where you can track subjects, create panning shots, and basically point the camera where you like after you've shot your video, albeit at slightly lower resolution. For most quick action shots, and things you throw onto social, you will likely find the extra resolution isn't essential, while the lower price of this now older model is appealing, and it's still newer and more powerful than the GoPro Max. The Insta360X3 itself was an evolution of the concept, yep, it was called the X2, rather than a giant leap forward, so it already has some improvements that makes it user-friendly. It can be held in one hand, though I usually prefer to use it on a selfie stick, which becomes an invisible selfie stick. Thanks to the device. All the key features are available via the touchscreen, and the device is waterproof for a few meters even without a housing. At the moment, Insta360 seems to be leading the game, and that is evidenced by their software, just about the best, friendliest, and most exciting on the market, and the software tools on phone, Mac and PC, as well as plugins for the likes of FCPX and Premiere Pro, have come a long way. Number 3. Ricoh Theta X. I've got to be clear straight away, this is very much a niche choice, but 360-degree photography serves niches, and virtual tour content is an important one. Whether the Ricoh Theta X is going to appeal to you will depend on what kind of content creator you are. If you're looking at this 360 degrees camera as an alternative to an action camera like the Insta360X series, then bear in mind that its image stabilization just isn't as good. Vloggers should also look at the Theta X with suspicion purely because you can't use an external microphone with it. So who is the Theta X actually for? It's for people who need to shoot a virtual tours fast. It can be placed on a monopod with tripod feet in its automated HDR mode and capture a 62-megapixel image which can be placed into a tool like Matterport to create a virtual tour, handy for realtors. This is a feature that put it a long way ahead of the competition when it launched, but to be fair, its pricing and limited powers in the broader feature scope do put it at a bit of a disadvantage. For many virtual tours it is possible to use the technically slightly higher resolution images from an Insta360X3 or X4. When combined with its excellent coloring and low-light abilities, though, the Theta X's abilities do look good even in average-looking apartments. Its lack of RAW capture slightly undermines that option for some, but the realtor on the go may feel this is a wise choice. Number 2. GoPro Max 360. There's no denying that my colleague who reviewed this 360-degree action camera was impressed, rightly given the fact it harks from 2019 and remains an impressive piece of hardware. In 2025, GoPro has decided to refresh it slightly as the GoPro Max 360, finally adding a 1/4-inch mounting threads to the body. Unbelievably, the original insisted on GoPro accessories only, and cutting the price to something more reflecting the market. In practice, that means you can screw in any selfie stick, just like the Insta360 competitors. The company has also made a significant effort to add updated 360-degree features to the Quick app. The shoot first, frame later editing has finally got some AI subject tracking options, so GoPro fans aren't as far behind the game as they had been. There is also a Premiere plugin, but not one for FCPX. Insta360 is still ahead there. That's partly because this camera will be the lower-cost option when GoPro's delayed Max 2 finally comes out. It was expected for the holidays in 2024, but now mid to late 2025 seems likely. That's not to say that the image and video quality of the GoPro Max 360 doesn't belong on this list. In some respects, it can compete with the Insta360X3 even now, though that device, let alone the X4, is more advanced in many respects. The Max boasts an excellent 6-mic setup, making it a highly credible vlogging camera, and the 1600 mAh battery means you'll have enough charge for a day's shooting. It still lacks a dedicated flat 4K video capture mode that you'll find on some rivals like those from Insta360, so you may need to budget for a standard GoPro or alternative too. Significantly, the price, a major negative for this camera until February 2025, is much more competitive now, and the software better, making this a reasonable choice for the best budget camera. In fact, the only reason it isn't there yet is that not every retailer carries the newer version of the old Max yet. Yes, it's a bit confusing. If you go directly to the GoPro store, you'll get it. But some other online retailers still stock the older Max. The thing to look for is the Number 1. Insta360X4. When I tried this camera, I knew immediately it would find itself at the top of this buyer's guide. It's a great choice for people like me, owners of the X3 looking for more resolution and processor power, and an equally sensible choice for anyone getting into 360-degree photography for the first time, whether their goals are serious content creation or fun. A couple of things set the camera apart. A big one is the Insta360 software, which is comfortably ahead of the offerings from others at the moment. As well as an excellent phone app, iOS/Android, there is an Insta360 Studio for Mac/PC and plugins for Premiere and Final Cut Pro, so creating content can happen almost immediately for social, or in careful detail later. The AI subject tracking is excellent too, saving hours in manual keyframing compared to GoPro's offering. That, though, is available with the X3 too. The headline feature here is the 8K resolution, and the processing power which delivers it. The boost makes for significantly better quality, especially when zooming into video in the edit. It also provides a lot of other upgraded resolutions, like single action camera mode at the crucial 4K 60 FPS threshold, as well as features like bullet time now at 5.7K/120 FPS. Other refinements exist too, like the removable lens covers which make the device extra rugged and the ability to connect microphones. All seem to result from a company listening to its customers and making improvements over generations. Whenever improvements suit the users like that, things are good, and a word to the wise, this camera's 5-star review was earned in 2024, not 2020. You will find all the links of these products in the description below. Comment below and tell us which 360 camera you were considering. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with your friends, and if you are new to the channel then subscribe and hit the bell icon for future updates.